and gentlemen, today I will be reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is an action-adventure film directed by Sam Raimi, very well known for the Evil Dead trilogy, A Simple Plan, and of course, the Spider-Man trilogy. So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Sorry guys, it took me a while to review it. For some reason, when I first saw the movie, I was kind of distracted, no lie, but whatever, I enjoyed it. So I rewatched it recently for the sake of me watching a Marvel movie with the whole Thor movie coming out. I wanted to watch the latest, Marvel film. So it was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So when I first went into seeing this movie, I was very much excited. Number one, to see the Multiverse of Madness, to see how the multiverse works and how they deal with that, especially with what Spider-Man No Way Home did with the multiverse, which was just fantastic. I was very much looking forward to that, and of course Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi is a director that I truly appreciate. He's done nothing but fantastic film. The horror genre and how he dealt with that. He's one of the pioneers of horror comedy, which is great, and he's a fantastic director, and I truly do like the dude. So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Let's start off with the performances. Benedict Cumberbatch returns as Doctor Strange. Of course, the last time we saw him, he was dusted, and he came back to help the Avengers defeat Thanos. And now we're with him and his character, and where we left off with him. It's great. Well, the last time we did see Doctor Strange, he kind of helped Spider-Man and with the multiverse. So yeah, that's the last time we saw Doctor Strange, technically. Benedict Cumberbatch, I really do like him as Doctor Strange. He's great as the character. He's always been. I truly do enjoy him as Doctor Strange. He's not a character that I love as much as, let's say, Iron Man and Thor and Spider-Man, but he's a character that I truly do like as a character. And of course, the actor himself is a freaking incredible actor. He's fantastic. So he's really great in this film. You can very much tell that he put his efforts, definitely did his best. But of course, the star of this show. Let's not waste any time. Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch is incredible. I don't want to spoil much of what the character is in this film, but she is amazing. She is fantastic. She is terrifying in times. She's great. Her powers are on like freaking cloud 9 in this film. Let's just say that. Her powers are they're freaking up here. And her character is interesting. I really like Elizabeth Olsen. The whole WandaVision show really did bring her character to light, and now people truly love her, and I truly love her character. She is just an amazing actress, and she did a fantastic job as Scarlet Witch. We get introduced to a new character in this film, America Chavez, who, I don't know if I should spoil what her power is, but I think it's in the trailer. But she opens portals to the multiverse. And she's a cool character. I do like her character. She's a kid and clumsy and stuff like that, and she's great. I like her character. I'm very much looking forward to what they do with her in the future films. I do like America Chavez. I like her chemistry between her and Benedict Cumberbatch. They have a great chemistry, and it's a really good duo between them two. The direction by Sam Raimi is great. When it gets to the Sam Raimi-isms of his films, it is top tier. It's amazing. It is fantastic. This film, at times, scares the shit out of you. And there's times where you watch the movie like, oh my god, what the heck? It's really good. And the direction by Sam Raimi and what he does with the film is really great. And it's a Sam Raimi movie. If you don't like Sam Raimi as a director and his films, you might not like this movie as much. But me knowing Sam Raimi, me really do enjoying his art and what he does with films. He does it fantastically. I just wish Marvel Studios could have given him more control. I wish they could have done more of the Sam Raimi. That's all I'm saying. Because Sam Raimi's awesome. When you see that, oh, this is a Sam Raimi film, and it gets to a point where like, yeah, this is Sam Raimi. It is fantastic. It's incredible at times. The flaw, though, is kind of in the writing. The story itself. Character reasons of why they do what they do. There's moments of dialogue that are so cheesy. Cheese at its finest. Some of the humor works, but some are like, eh. Again, it depends. If Sam Raimi and his humor in his films are they're kind of dumb, but in a funny way where you're just like, it's so stupid. Yeah, there's cheese to it, but there's some good dialogue between some actors, especially with Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, and she has great dialogue in her character, and the motivation is kind of like, okay, I understand why things happen and why shit happens. I understand it specifically with the whole story, and it's very difficult for me to talk about without spoiling the film itself, but there's character reasoning that could have been done better, in my opinion. But yeah, some of the story elements, some of the writing is kind of iffy at times. Some of the CGI, some are really good. Not saying otherwise. Some of the CGI is fucking great. And then there's some that are like main opening where that CGI is just like, it's not good. You could have done better with it. Some of the CGI, you can definitely tell there's some green screening in this film, which I guess you have to understand it's a superhero movie. But it's just very noticeable, that's all. It's just very noticeable. But yeah, chemistry between everybody's really good. Everybody has great chemistry. The music by Danny Elfman is great. It is a really great score by Danny Elfman. I really do like his score. I just really do like Danny Elfman as a composer, and of course his works with Sam Raimi. I really do like what he did with this film, with the music score and the themes for specific characters, and there's moments you're like, oh yeah. Some of the music score in this film, this is definitely a really good music score. I cannot complain with the music score in this film. It's really good. Costumes are great. Some costumes are a little like, okay, this is very comic booky, which yes, it is a superhero movie, but there's some suits where it's like, okay, it feels like a comic book movie. There's like suits from Marvel movie that it looks real, it looks good, it looks very like realistic, it looks like, okay, this is a dope ass suit. But there's some suits where like, okay, this is kind of comic booky. It's very comic booky. It's very like, okay, superhero movie, all right. Which I don't know if I can complain on that because it is a superhero movie, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like some suits are done better in other Marvel movies. I had a good time with this film. It's not amazing. Again, some of the writing is just very lackluster at times. The story itself is just, sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's like pretty nonsensical. You don't know what the f is happening. And it's like, I don't know, it could have been better. And the hype of this film, of course, that's the thing. People went into this film expecting a freaking straight up MCU 10-year-esque film where it's like a humongous film. Like, this is gonna be the biggest movie of all time. That's what people's expectations for this film. And you know, me going to see it the first time, my expectations were pretty high, but I tried to lower them when I heard other people's reviews and saying, hey, yo, lower your expectations, please, and which I did. But in this film, I lowered my expectations, and I enjoyed it for what it was. It's not freaking humongous-ass film that's going to change the MCU. It is cool, though. There's some moments where you're going to cheer, but it's not like a freaking huge-ass MCU film. It's still a Doctor Strange movie from the beginning to an end, and it's still a Sam Raimi film. And for that, I enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. This is a film that I would definitely watch again. It's great. I had a good time with it. So, yeah, this film gets a 3 out of 5 stars. I had a great time with it. I don't know if it hits the 4 level, though, like, for grade and something I would consider buying it. But I still had a great time with it. I still like the Sam Raimi isms of his films, and I had a great time with it. I enjoyed it. That is my review for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment. I will see you guys in the next review. Peace.